Hello, welcome back. Now I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic called as network file system. It is well known as NFS. People who are working on Windows, they would know this as mapping the network drive. So in short, what is this? Let us say this is a server machine, and on this server machine there are certain file systems. There are certain directories here. To simplify, I have drawn a very simple diagram here. As you can see, at the top there is root, then underneath root there is a directory called as A, then underneath A there is a directory called as C, and also right hand side there is a directory called as B. So just there are these separate directories on this server machine, and there is data. Let us say there is a special file called as a.txt underneath the directory C, underneath the C directory, and this is an important data. A lot of data is there underneath C, and the clients here on the left hand side, there can be multiple clients. They would like to communicate with the server on the right hand side here, and would like to get the data back from them. And I'm not talking about communication like an FTP or HTTP. This is little more advanced than that. It is going to happen in such a way that the files in, let us say this directory, which is the C directory, will be automatically made available to one of the directories on the left hand side. So here on the client side there is a root, and then underneath root there is a K directory and there is a L directory. So let us say this K directory, for our discussion now, is going to automatically have the data that is available in the C directory on the right hand side. So the K directory on the left hand side will automatically have the data which is there in the C directory on the server side. So this is done using what is called as a NFS, network file system. And for that there are certain things that you need to do on the server side, and we say you have to kind of export the directory that you would like to export the directory that you would like to expose to the clients. So in this case the directory C here will be exposed or will be exported. That is the first step that is done on the client side, and obviously there is a client's not on the client side, on the server side, and obviously there is a lot of software that needs to be started and implemented. The NFS server has to be started, and then once the NFS server is started, it is things are exported. And once the things are exported, on the client side here we can actually have multiple commands to find out what has been exported. So there is a show mount command which will actually find out what has been made available to this client from this server. So show mount command will tell you that the directory C has been made available. So that is something that happens, and then once you know what has been exported to you from the server side, you can do what is called as mounting. And mounting is a process of making sure that this directory on the right hand side C becomes immediately accessible through this directory on the left hand side on the client side through K. So that is what the mount process is, and once the mount process is done, you can actually access the files and everything, like for example a.txt as if it is a local file on the client side, and you can do the work. So you will never ever come to know that on the client side that the file is not locally there. You will think that it is a local file, but in reality you will be reading and writing data to the file on the server side. So this is what NFS is, and we will see how to work on the NFS side and how to do the client side configuration. The server side configuration is little out of scope on our side right now. It is there for the RHCE exam, not for the RHCSA exam. The client side configuration is something that we will do after understanding this concept. So in the next video I will actually show you how this is done.